Welcome back. It's Jock Floyd on Lasagna tonight. I'm going Italian. So here in the pan we've got 500 grams of steak mince, 4 chopped up rashers of smoked bacon, 1 small onion finely chopped, 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of thyme and 1 tablespoon of oregano. So I'm going to brown this all off, and then once I've done that I'll add the next part of the ingredients. There we go, that's it browned off nicely, and I've just added about 40 grams of tomato puree and 400 grams of chopped tomatoes. And also, the secret ingredient for this one, put in some ketchup. A good splash of ketchup because it's full of sugar and tomatoes, all things Italian. Nice. And it just gives it a little bit of sweetness as well, the ketchup, because it takes the bitterness out of the tomato puree. And then once I've got this cooking for a little bit, I'll add a touch of salt and pepper and 4 beef stock cubes. And then we'll get back to you in a second. We'll start the bechamel sauce. So there we go, that's the bolognese made for the lasagna. Just simmering away nicely there in the pan. And then next door we've got the start of the bechamel sauce or white sauce. And I have got equal quantities of butter. So I've melted 60 grams of butter and I've added 60 grams of flour. It's on a low heat. And I'm just going to let that cook for a wee while. And then what I'll do is I'll slowly add the milk until I get it up to the creamy consistency that I need for the lasagna. And I'll show you that as I go along. So here we go, back in the pan again. I've just added the milk slowly, and then I'll just stir in all the time until it starts to resemble a sauce. So you just keep stirring all the time. I'm just using milk straight out of the bottle actually, but a lot of people heat it up on the stove first. But you don't actually need to do that. I know you get taught that at college, etc. And some people put a studded onion with cloves into the milk and warm it up first and then add it to this. But just keep it simple, guys. And as you can see, it's taking shape now. And then I'll just let this cook out for a wee bit more. The actual cooking time for white sauce is 30 minutes. But we might manage to cut it down because we know it's going into the oven, so it's going to cook again. So we'll just keep on stirring this in. Get all the lumps out. A lot of people use a whisk, but you can do what I do and just use a spoon to same result, as long as you just take your time. And then I'll add a bit more milk. And then I'll just let that warm up before I start stirring it in. And I'll continue like that until I get my sauce consistency. So now you can see we've got the white sauce. Nice silky smooth white sauce. And that's roughly the consistency that you need. So it sticks onto the back of your ladle. And now for the good bit. We're going to put the lasagna together. So here, I've got these lasagna sheets. The fresh lasagna, you can get them in all the supermarkets nowadays. And there's 6 sheets in a packet, and I've just sort of trimmed the corners off to fit my lasagna dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the layers by putting the bolognese here. I'll put some bolognese in the bottom first, and then we'll build it up. So there we go, that's a little touch of the bolognese sauce on the bottom layer. And this is the bit that I do. I just add a little touch of the bechamel to the bottom as well. And it's the same with each layer as you go up. And then I'll place in my lasagna sheet. And then we'll just build it up again. Now it's the second layer now. And we'll just keep going until we're finished. And then by the time you get to the top, so I've got 3 layers now, the bolognese and the white sauce, and then I keep the big bit of the white sauce for the top coat here. And now I'm just going to smother it in some grated cheese, and then it'll go in the oven at 180 for half an hour or until golden brown. Beautiful. Now look at that. Perfect lasagna, garlic bread, and homemade chips. Food to die for. Yes.